It's your boy JKRUZ. You know the name, you know the voice, and I'm just kicking it. Bree Productions. I've been waiting for this interview, baby. Let's go.
Go on.
Bree More. Bree More Productions.
Hey, go on. Hey, go on. Hey, go on.
Bree More.
Hey, go on. Hey, go on.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Bree Productions YouTube channel. And today we have a very special guest. And I say that and I sing it because I have worked with JKRUZ before. JKRUZ is it's so like his energy is so great. You know how like you meet people that's popping but they not humbled. So your whole experience with them is totally different. Well, this man is always humble, and this man is always kind, and most of all, always on time. Always. So JKRUZ, thank you so much.
Excuse me. My fault.
Cool.
I don't know about always on time.
Oh, you be late sometimes?
Not late, but I be pushing it, you know, like usually I get right like a minute or two of when start time is. Which isn't always the best thing, especially like when you're trying to catch a flight and shit. Right.
Well.
Oh, can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Yes.
We good? Okay. Good.
Yes.
So trying to catch a flight and shit. But yeah, no, I tend not to be late, but not early ever.
Gotcha. Well, I have never experienced tardiness from you.
From me.
And I really appreciate it.
Well, I'm doing good then. I'm doing good.
You're doing awesome. You're doing great. We are in good standing.
So I can imagine what it's like if somebody walked in here late. Like they made you wait 15, 20, 30 minutes.
An hour.
You gonna be nice interview or not?
It's still gonna be smooth.
But you gonna be snarky.
But I'm gonna be like, I don't think this person take me seriously.
So you gonna start off bad. I'm so glad I was on time.
I'm so happy.
Let's go.
I'm so happy you're on time too. So how have you been? It's been about 2 years. The last time I seen JKRUZ was the 6th annual Bree Productions fashion show, and he was a model
in that one. Because you know a lot of times I'll be at the fashion shows, but I just be like a host usually or like a special guest. Mm-hmm. But I was an actual model in yours.
Yes.
That's right.
So dope. And all the designers loved you. And I heard that you got some free clothes after.
Yeah. You know I usually try to walk away with something free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Free is good. We like free. But I like to say it's more like a mutual, like I rock your shit. I bring personality to the outfit at the moment. So when I leave, you let me take it. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's barter. That's trading. You know
it is. Right? It really is because that's what small businesses do, anyways, for influencers, and you are definitely an influencer.
I'll take that. I say
that because I watch your TikToks.
Right.
We need to talk about that.
With the outfits.
The outfits and the transitions.
It's done so well that people actually send me these big like packages because I tell people don't send me a shirt and think that I'm gonna put on one of these productions for you for a shirt. I can't. But if you send me a decent package, I'm gonna do a video for you.
Exactly. So
I got another one coming up. That's barter. That's barter. Yeah, no, I feel you. I just, a lot of people are running with that nowadays. That's
true.
I'm an influencer online. I can tell you how to get your shit popping. And it's like, oh, okay, all right.
You don't want that pressure. You just want to flow. I just want to do me.
Right.
So, have you always had a love for fashion, though?
Yeah, I've always like, my mom instilled something in me. She said, no matter how poor you are, you can still look good. You can still look fly and be broke.
Yes.
So, a lot of the stuff I wear, because of who I am, sometimes there might be a price tag in somebody's mind put on it, like, man, ooh, where do you get that? Or, ooh, what's that? And personally, like, it's just me being creative with, like, going online, because I'm cheap. Like, I don't have a whole lot of Louis Vuitton hanging up in my closet. I really don't. I got some Versace pieces here and there, but, like, I don't. And I do not wear fake shit. So
yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm going to take this olive and black jacket and just match the hell out of it with my shit and wear the right accessories, and I got style where it doesn't need to have a label on it that, you know what I mean, like a Fendi or something. So since I was young, my mom always taught me, you know, to look sharp, and I've always used my personality and looks in life since I was young, my charisma to get better grades in classes with my teachers, you know, shit like that. So I've always been a sharp motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying?
My mama told me the same thing. She was like, you do not have to look like what you're going through.
Hey, real talk like that. You know what I mean? She just taught me like it's important how you look.
Alright, y'all good.
It's the fashion for me.
It's the fashion for me.
Oh, I don't got that. I thought my shit was popping.
Oh, this is the Samsung. This is the. Let me tell you something a little about this. Cause you know I'm an Android guy. I got, you know, whatever. I got
Android.
This is the first Samsung smartwatch that ever came out. Right here, this thing right here. Okay, I wear this out. People stop me like, yo, what the hell is this? They never put it out ever again. I don't know, cause to me they was, cause when it first came out, people were like, oh, this is too big. This was before all the other ones. This right here, you see this badass?
That's a badass.
This shit
watch.
badass. Samsung like said, y'all know why y'all discontinued this. They put this shit out and never put it out again, cause people were complaining it was too big. This shit all over the iPhone.
That look like a spaceship on a...
That shit wild, right?
Like it's a Tesla in a,
Stop playing.
watch.
Watch this, ready? What color? What color we rocking tonight? What color?
See, I
mean,
can't
you
do
just
that.
tell me.
I
mean,
can't
you
do
just
that.
tell me. Now that's just a little app that you can download on there. And I get it, you know, iPhone and iWatches are amazing too. But this shit right here though?
This shit right here? Yeah, that's dope.
Samsung, I need a new one. But this is about to not be
Keep
able.
that.
I can't connect it. Like by next year, like the new software on the phones ain't even gonna connect to this shit.
Damn.
Samsung dropped the ball with this shit, bro. This shit is.
That's a Tesla in a
Listen,
watch.
I'm trying to tell you, like this shit was before its time. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
I hope
I
Samsung
love
sees
that.
this video.
I love that.
I'm pitching really.
And
hard.
I thought my Michael Kors was doing something.
And I like it though, digital. I see it.
Yeah, but nah, that's dope.
We good anyway.
So
Leave it
he's
on the
definitely
line.
a fashion head.
Yeah, so style has always been a part of my life. Even if I wore some like corny shit back in the day a little bit, you know, but I always had a thing for putting things together. I enjoy sitting down and visually putting together the outfit in my brain.
Really? Does it come to you easy?
Well, I scatter, like I look, like at what I have, like more my jeans are, my shirts, like my eyes start like scattering what I have, and like I start popping ideas, and I look at shoes, or if I can need a haircut, but I need to go out, and I know I gotta wear a hat,
fit.
I gotta base the outfit from after the hat, because the hat, whatever's the must starts the outfit. So if I bought a new pair of shoes, I gotta fit the outfit to the shoes. If it's a hat day, I gotta fit the outfit to the hat. I can't wear an outfit that I can't wear a hat with because then I'm fucked. You feel me? So
When is your birthday?
And when I go October 19th.
You're a Libra?
Hmm?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when I go shopping, like I got a purpose. Like I do go shopping sometimes just to look, and that's cool. But when I go shopping, I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I read the outfit's already in my head. Like there's pieces that I'm looking for, and like I got a destination. I got a purpose. I'm ready. I'm going in and out. Boom, boom, bam. I hit a fucking 3-5 spots in like a half hour. 5. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, do you know what? Hey, can we help you? No, I'm good.
Yeah. That sounds like me. That sounds like me.
But
like
yeah,
fashion is so easy for me. And it's like, I think people be trying too hard. Have you ever thought about starting your own clothing line?
I've had a lot of, well, not the clothing line, because it's a long conversation about clothing lines with me, because if I were to put something out, I would start with one thing first, like a backpack, a belt, maybe like a shoe or a certain shirt, just one unique item. Not if you go to my website and you have t-shirts with a logo or hats with a logo. Everybody's got that.
Yeah.
One special thing. And I would focus and make that one thing unique and sell it for not a cheap price, but not too expensive, but something that says, you know what, I'm willing to spend $80 on that.
Right.
Because that shit is mean.
Yeah.
Okay? So I would do that. So if you want to talk about that, let's do that.
Okay.
I need help because I can't do all this shit on my own. I got ideas, but they can't come into fruition because I just don't have the manpower.
What's your favorite accessory? Like, what's your favorite piece? Is it the pants or the hoodies or the hats?
I love jeans. I got a thing for jeans. But you know, I mean, I like everything. I think everything is fun and exciting. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like a shirt would get me excited. Like, oh shit, you see that shirt? Oh my god, I can't wait to go do something with that shit. Like for real, I get excited about that shit. I know that sounds crazy, but
No,
I do.
it doesn't.
I'd be like, ooh. And then when I put the outfit together, I'd be so proud of myself. Like, nigga, do you see what the fuck you just put together? Like, especially when I put together a new one that like the other day I put together one that I've had these pieces the whole time, but I never actually combined it. And I did the other day, and it was one of the nicest outfits.
Do
I was
you
like, ooh,
do you
shit.
sit on a few pieces until you get it right?
Yeah, that too. Like
Yeah.
I won't rock a piece until I felt like I found the right combination for it. Absolutely. Yeah. I read you.
I think
I
we're
read you,
fashion
slime.
twins.
I read you.
Yeah, I think we're
And I didn't
fashion
just say
twins.
slime like I ain't no blood. I'm just
Right.
linger, talking
about
shit.
that. I don't know nothing about
No, I know. Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
So, I remember posting about my experience with you after the 6th annual fashion show, and I have done fashion shows in Philly and Pittsburgh, and believe it or not, people that I know in Pittsburgh was like, "Cruz, you had Cruz at your fashion show." They love you in Pittsburgh. Are you originally from Pittsburgh?
That's when my radio career started.
Okay.
JKRUZ.
Okay.
It's your boy JKRUZ on 106. Think you got flow? Let me know who's this. That was my thing on the radio when I was.
Well, they still love you out there. Do you ever go back home?
Yeah, I got my brother was there.
Okay.
You know, that's where I went to high school. That's where my radio career started. So I got friends there. I got my ties are there. Like my roots are there in many ways. Even though I'm originally from New York, my young adulthood was spent in Pittsburgh. But you know, now that I'm on DD in the morning and it's syndicated, I'm back in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's awesome.
11 years later, I got people on Facebook like, yo, did I just wake up today and step back into my childhood? Is that JKRUZ out here on the radio? Like all these
That's
Pittsburgh
so
comments
cool.
like, yo, is JKRUZ back on the air? Oh my God, I can't believe this. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I you know how they say on social media, like your engagement should be up and you need to know how to reach different people. Well, of course I did, like, you know, fashion work in Pittsburgh, but that post brought everybody in Pittsburgh out. And I didn't even know you was I didn't even know you was from there.
I was even, I could tell by the way you was approaching that question. But
Right.
yeah,
I was like, that's dope. That's really dope.
That's my city.
So, how did you start out in radio? Did you start out as an intern or?
Me and my brother was a rap group called Mano y Mano, and while I was I was trying to get my associate's degree in this like 18-month program type thing. We had performed at a couple school events, so it was time to get my internship. My teacher was like, "Why don't you try a radio station? You know, because you and your brother make music. Should you get an internship there?" Which had nothing to do with business administration. It was just like, "Hey, try this." So.
Right.
I went to the radio station for an internship. I got it, so I worked there for a few months or whatever it was. But you know, I did whatever they needed, kind of shit. I was 9 to 5 in the office environment, you know, khakis, sitting at a desk type shit. But I would move furniture because I was like the young kid in his 20s, so I would do whatever the fuck they needed over there.
Right.
But I ended up they kept me after the internship. They're like, "Hey, we got a job for you," like, you know, and it was like typist or whatever, because I worked in the office and did whatever the fuck they needed, like clerical work too. I was good with computers, you know, like all types of shit. So they hired me, and I just got this regular job there, 9 to 5, data entry type shit. Eventually it was called continuity, which is some other shit, but I ended up doing that for 4.5 years almost, right? But the whole time, me and my brother rapping. And I'm upstairs though, because the business environment was downstairs. On the second level was the radio department. So where I'm supposed to be in my cubicle all day, I'm just upstairs all day talking to the DJs, giving them my music, like, "Yo, check this out, me and my brother blah." So I'm making friends with the DJs. They gotta come upstairs, like, "Yo, get back to the office. What are you doing? You ain't supposed to be up here, John." Right?
Yeah.
Because that's not JKRUZ, that's John.
Yeah.
So that shit, happen or whatever. And then I was working a regular job there. I started doing board op work like this, where you sit in the studio and make sure everything runs correctly for extra money, like on Saturday nights or whatever. George Cook, who's the PD now at K104, back then became the program director there. and he gave me my first shot on a Saturday night to talk. I was at the studio with my brother, like chilling. Now, mind you, I'm working my regular 9 to 5 right now at the station as the office guy. Saturday night, me and my brother in the studio. George, who's the program director, that's the dude at the boss at the station, calls me and says, "Yo, you've been wanting to talk on the red air. Here's an opportunity. I need a Saturday night fill-in." Boom, boom, boom. I say, fuck it. So I leave the studio. Me and my brother, we just paid like $400 for this 5-block studio time. He's like, "Man, fucking go." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man, go be on the radio, son. Yeah. So I leave the studio. I go to the station. I do my first Saturday. And the next day, the boss called me. He's like, "Yo, you did really good last night. You got it from now on. Saturday is yours."
Oh my
I was like,
God.
"Oh shit!" So now I'm working my regular 9 to 5 at the station,
Right.
and as the office dude. But now I got my Saturday night. So JKRUZ has just been born. You feel me? Like with that first Saturday, and then a little bit after, George Cook leaves. Another dude comes on who kind of knew me before, and the first thing he does is offer me the full-time night show guy. So I quit the office job in this same building
Yeah, 'cause I'm
and
helping him.
moved upstairs.
Right.
Now I'm a jock, full time, boom. Right. So downstairs, all the ladies, "Oh, I got a bitch, you know," because again, I'm a big
Yeah.
flirt, Miss Personality, flirting with all the older ladies. They love me downstairs. They're like, "Oh shit, yeah, you know, congratulations." So I go upstairs and I become JKRUZ and I do the night show for like 4.5, almost 5 years. Then they sell. They switch formats. Everybody loses their job. About 6-7 months of unemployment. I'm looking for work. Sending my shit out everywhere. Some guy named John Candelaria out here, program director on 97 on the Beat, comes across my shit online. He's looking for a night show guy. He said, he hits me up. You go, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? I see you drip. You sound good. I see your air check. Air check is like what you put, like samples of what you sound like on there that people can listen to see, like, oh, I'm kind of
Like your voice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
It's called an air check. He's like, I heard your air check, you sound good to the day. Let me fly you out this weekend or blah, 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 so you can check it out, get a feel, blah, 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 blah. So he flies me out. I go out, I come out here for the first time. East Coast boy in the South, scared as
Right.
fuck.
Oh my God.
Listen, I was online, like, looking up the culture, trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Wait,
you know
so
what I'm
I have a question for you. When you came out here and you seen that it was flat.
It was flat, yeah, flat. Now, New York is flat too, so I'm used to like flat shit. But East Coast people, or people from up north sometimes, or people in general that haven't been in the South per se, have a misconception of what it's like. So I'm thinking fucking deserts and fucking cowboys
Cows
and shit,
and
and cowboy boots
horses.
and fucking sheriffs
Yeah,
and shit,
country
and fucking Lone Stars and shit,
Dallas.
bulls and fucking big horns and shit.
Why?
But it's you come and you see it's metropolitan, especially
Yeah.
Dallas. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking city as fuck. It's one of the most diverse places ever. There's all different types of races everywhere. So it was nothing like, well, no, shit. I could have taken you to plane. I'll show you a farm though.
Yeah.
Like straight up, I got cows on it right now. So
Yeah.
it's not that it's. And if you go up Arlington and Fort Worth, you do get more of that rodeo.
Well, you see people riding horses in Oak Cliff.
You see more. This is a fact. You see
do?
more people riding horses in New York City than you do in some places in the South because they're like the cops be on horses in New York City like all the time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They be on horses.
That's true.
Yeah. They be on
Yeah.
horses.
A lot of my Philly friends, they be like, it's just flat. The houses are just flat. Like
Yeah,
you know,
barn
you know.
style, the flat shit.
Yeah.
Like when you guys have, it's crazy because when you guys have a storm, like when there's a really bad storm.
Oh, we can't.
When you look up, it looks like the end of the world. Like, because where we're from, we got trees and mountains.
Yeah, that's what
so
I'm
when
saying.
you look, you can't just see the whole sky. We're
Right.
here, like, you see the whole,
The whole
and that
sky,
shit
yeah.
could be, like, intimidating. It makes you feel really small at times.
Right.
When I look up, I'll be like, yo, is that a cloud? One fucking cloud? That thing, oh my, it can be scary.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, New York has, you look all.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, Pittsburgh scared
Pittsburgh.
me. The hills. I'm like, I
Crazy
was
hills.
driving up
Crazy.
those
And then
hills.
think about snow. Like when it snows, because it snows really bad, and then you going down these hills and have to go up these hills, and you get stuck. People get stuck all the time because you can't. A car can't make it up that hill when it's icy and cold as fuck. I grew up in that shit.
See,
Cold weather, layers.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Shoveling snow. You know what I'm saying? Our summers were short.
Yeah.
They short up there. They don't last 6 months. That shit is not, no. Well, maybe 2 months tops. Shorts and tees for like 2 months, 3 months if you're lucky. Fuck that shit. It's tough.
So was it hard for you to adapt in Dallas, to settle?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can make anywhere home. I don't really like. You can find pluses and negatives in everything,
Right.
right? So it's not like. I think one of the best decisions I ever made was coming down here. Everything's new down here. Like, you know, I'm from up north. Shit's old up there.
Yeah.
Like, the buildings is old. The house is from 1782.
Nah, for real.
1818.
The original heater.
Yeah, it's like the fucking, the ones that burn everybody.
Yeah,
like,
like-
they fucking burn the whole house down and shit. Like, so, but there's beauty in it. I get, you know, the culture, so yeah, like, you know, there's, when I came here, I was nervous, I was hesitant, and yeah, it's different, and yeah, it's, you get used to new shit, talk a little different, you know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just, you can't think you're gonna go somewhere and not pick up some of the traditions and some of the culture of that area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to sound more East Coast.
You don't sound East Coast now.
Like, not really, right?
You more.
Sometimes I do though, like, cause if we keep talking, like, somebody, you might be like, you said that word a little more East Coast-ish, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now, if I get around my cousins and shit, like, my sister still lives in New York, like, it just starts coming.
Y'all
right?
have your own slang and words.
It's you start adapting to what you're around. For me, a little bit. I'm very much of a chameleon in that way.
I love that, as you should be.
Yeah.
The world is your playground.
In a lot of ways, you know, I've always been able to. I don't know if the word transcend is but cross the lines, like host the Latin club, host the black club, fuck it, I'll go over here to this white club. Like, I've never, you know, I've always been, you know, been able to diverse, and just being mixed has allowed me to do that well, to be accepted from every side.
And when you say mix, explain it.
Well, I'm Dominican and Greek,
Okay.
so Afro-Dominican at that, you know. My mom,
I see your grandmother.
my grandma.
Yeah, she looks like me.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm telling you. Like, and my mom's Afro, like, you know, and the whole Dominicans have gone through a lot of shit through these years about their own acceptance of their Afro heritage,
true.
and some didn't want, you know, because a lot, yo no soy moreno, I'm not black, papi, I'm not black. I get it, like, because a lot of Dominicans, they used to, you know, say it's a pride thing, but I thought, you know, it could be taken as what's wrong with being black? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious? So you think you're Anglo-Saxon? Like, what the fuck? Look at your features. Like, what are you talking? Are you confused? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you confused a little bit? You must be.
Yeah.
You know, so my mom is an Afro-Dominican, right? My dad is this Greek guy, so
Have you ever been
that's
to
like a European and an Afro culture. So
Pretty much.
if that's not a mixed person, I don't know what is. Now, I'm not African American by any means, because my Afro, any Dominican, and probably, now we both might have came from DR at one point
Yeah.
when they were doing all the slave trades and shit. And that was like one of the ports, from what I gathered. You know, one of the main places where a lot of the trading happened. So who knows? But
Have you
so I
looked up
consider
your
myself a mixed person. As far as like with the Dominican side,
yeah, the ancestry?
I've never looked up the. Oh, my sister did it once. Okay, so this is what happened. My dad Greek, so like it was like 60% Greek, because that's from him. Like my ancestries are fucking like from his side, they're full Greek, right? With us, it was like 38% Nigerian. See what I'm saying? So what do you say? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do you know that? And this is something I realized, like Dominicans, we speak Spanish, right? That's not our language. Think about it. The Spaniards colonized DR.
Yeah.
The original people of Dominican Republic were not speaking Spanish. They spoke another language. And I kind of came into realization of that recently, like, oh, so if I were to trace my ancestors in DR to as far as back as, like, let's say, if I could, before colonization, they wouldn't be speaking Spanish.
No,
But the
they
Spaniards colonized a lot of people. People don't know that. You know, that's why a lot of countries speak Spanish. It's the most spoken language on the planet because of how many countries they conquered.
Yeah, it was big stepping.
Right. So the pride of this language, oh, I speak Spanish. The other day I was like, fuck. it's my colonizer's language. Now, and I'm not trying to make a joke out of heritage or nationality or, you know, of this situation either. So, like, you know, people might take this the wrong way.
And they shouldn't.
And that's fine if you do. I'm not here to fucking please everybody. We're just talking, you know what I mean? If you think that I've made mistakes in this conversation with some of the stuff I said, I'm an open ear, communicate with me. But you want to get on comments and just be hating, that's on you too.
And it's only so much I can say because I'm not Dominican. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, and again,
so
I'm
learning right now.
At the end of the day, I'm American.
Right.
I am. I always call myself like an American immigrant because I was born here. Right? Me and my sister were my brother. On the other hand, I was born in Greece, but that's a whole nother story.
That is so dope.
I know. I was born here, but then, like, literally, as soon as we were born, we went to live in DR for a little bit. Then we go to Greece for a little bit. And then we come back to America. When we came back to America, as American citizens, we didn't speak no English. We spoke Spanish and Greek.
Wow.
Right, so we come back to New York, like, yeah, we back to New York. We don't speak we're in the fucking special classes with the other kids because we don't speak no fucking English. We got a tutor coming to the crib.
So you speak 3 languages?
To a certain extent. My Greek is, I have to get, like, again, I get around Greek people and I'm hearing the language, boom, it starts hitting, it starts coming back to me. But right now I can tell you several words and phrases in Greek. And if somebody was talking to me in Greek, I could keep up with them to a certain extent. My Spanish is a lot stronger, but not perfect. And then English. So yes, I'm trilingual to a certain extent. I don't want to say fluently, you know what I'm saying? But when they're your first languages, they stick.
Yeah.
They stick. Like the when I hear the words, sometimes I might not be able, but I'm like, oh, I know that word. You know what I'm saying? Like those things stick. So yeah, trilingual technically.
That's dope.
That's right. I'm just kidding.
That's an amazing combination. I love.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I'm not like a fucking super book smart kid. I hated fucking school. Barely graduated. I got C's and D's, so I'm not trying to come across. But I learned mostly everything. Like even I consider my vocabulary pretty extensive. Mm-hmm. But through TV, I watched a lot of TV and just soaked shit up. You know what I'm saying?
So you're a unicorn in your own way.
That's right.
Nice.
That's right, motherfucker.
You're right. So it's been about 2 years since I seen you. The fashion
I can
show.
talk a lot.
No, it's cool. I hate interviewing people that can't have a conversation.
You can tell he do radio.
Right, but so many people come up here and don't know how to hold a basic conversation. This is a basic conversation for me. So it's been about 2 years since I seen you, and the fashion show happened in November 2019, and then 2020 pandemic.
That's right. Oh yeah.
But you've been getting this pandemic money though. You ain't slowed down.
You know, so when the pandemic hit in 2020, 2020 when it hit.
March?
Well, yeah, because it hit at the end, right?
March 2020.
All right, well, I'll put it like this.
You working.
In December.
You working.
In December of last year, I made a decision to leave the beat. And it was during the pandemic. It was during the pandemic. I didn't re-sign my contract. I told him I thought there's some other opportunities out there for me, and I wanted to search, and I took a risk on myself, okay? And it was a very risky time to do it, but we went through with it. I had to sit out for 6 months because I got a non-compete. That it just means that I can't get another job in the same market for 6 months. Some people have a year non-compete, you know what I mean? I can go to another city and get a job, but in the same market, you can't get another radio job. It kind of protects both parties, whatever. Like,
so why you want to stay in Dallas? Like, you could have went.
Yeah, no, because I feel like Dallas had some other opportunities for me, but I needed to be available for them. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to sit out for 6 months to see if there was any opportunities for me. I wasn't scared to move. If an opportunity would have showed itself within that 6 months, or really the year that it ends up being, I would have considered it. If New York City would have called me, like with some like, yo, I got 300,000 for you, so 400,000, whatever. Like I'm just throwing numbers out. I'm there. Right. One thing I am not is scared to pack up and move. Remember when you asked me what's better, what's this, what's that? Home is where I am.
Right. Always.
Yeah, family, bring the family. As long as the family's there, we good. Like that's where home is, you know. And it's cool to get attached to a place, but it's just a place.
So, are you the only radio personality that has worked for both K104 and 97.9?
Okay, so no, I don't think so. I think Melvin Mack worked at K104 and went to 97.9 Beat. I think I know P Skills.
Oh, P Skills. Okay.
He wasn't on air at K104, but he worked in the promotions department, I think. But the Beat gave him a shot. So I don't know if that technically counts.
No.
Congrats to him.
Right, but congrats to him. But
Right?
I'm just saying.
I
I'm
get
just
what you're
saying.
saying. Technically, if there was rules, that doesn't count. But I get what you're
Okay.
saying. Mel was never. I don't think Mel was ever full time. Again, I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if he was ever a full time. But technically, I know Mel, and he's on air. So Mel has worked at both, but it was the other way around. He was at K104 first, and then went to the Beat.
Okay.
And again, I'm not sure of all those details, so don't quote me. Mel, you know you're the homie. That's my man. I don't. I'll put it like this. I'll put it to you like this. I don't think any jock has went from the Beat to K104.
Okay, let's say it like that.
And then
Jock.
on,
Jock.
and if somebody has, if I'm mistaken, somebody has done it, because a lot of some DJs might
Correct
have done
us if we're wrong.
it. Some DJs might have done it, but I'll say this: nobody has done it on my scale. Like I went to the morning show, the syndicated 60 plus with one of the most powerful women in radio, Dee Dee and Jade. And JJ, who's amazing. This is big time. This is a big deal. Like shit. I didn't go. It's the most impactful. I'll put it like that.
And then before that, you had Vita Loca and
Me and Vita had that 2-year run, which I feel like
97.9.
they took us off too early.
Why do you think?
Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not talking bad about Radio 1. They did what they had to do. Their business. They're making decisions that they think are best for the business. I respect that. I'm cool with that. Even if it means, even if it's detrimental to me, it's not personal. It's business, and I get that.
Right.
So whatever they made the decision that they did, because we were a syndicated show on TV.
I was gonna ask you.
Like
that.
when you
like what happened?
2 years. The first year we were just a regular morning show. I mean, just on the radio.
Right.
And then the second year in, we hooked up with the CW, and a lot of those connects happened because of my relationships with them. But that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
Because I've been with the CW for like 8+ years doing
Right.
TV with them. Okay. But we started that syndicated thing where we were live on CW for 2 hours every day, or like 3 hours. The same show that was on air was also on TV, which was cool as fuck, right? It was a great opportunity. I loved it. It was great, but it came with a lot of pressure. And long story short, I don't know. We just didn't get the ratings that we needed for us to keep us on. And then they brought in the Head Crack morning show, because Head Crack, who's an amazing jock, got his own morning show, and
Well deserved.
yeah, no, for sure. And they gave Radio 1, that was their new morning show. So, and that's who got the job. And then the show got let go. Some of us got let go. They offered me a 9 to 11 shift. So I took that 9 to 11 shift, which is like 9 a.m. to 11 or till like 12, which I was very grateful at the time and all that. But after a year doing that, I just saw like, I'm getting older. That's when I started getting that feeling that I needed to go out on a limb and bet on myself a little bit. And I met with the men a couple times. I said, hey, I'm thinking about leaving, thinking about not re-signing, because we signed contracts, 1, 2, 3 year, 4, 5 year contracts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't re-sign mine. My contract was up, and I didn't re-sign it because I knew I had to sit out for 6 months if I was going to look for another opportunity here in Dallas. I didn't want to leave necessarily. A lot of opportunities here that I felt that I could explore, but I had to be a free agent for that shit to even be a possibility.
Right.
So I couldn't put off not doing it for reason of fear or concerns, or it's either you do it or you fucking don't. You know what I mean?
I was just about to ask you that. Are you?
I mean, this is in the middle of COVID. I got kids.
Right. I'm like,
What is you doing?
Clearly, you're not afraid of change.
Oh yeah, no, that came from when we was really young. My dad died at a young age, and we moved around a lot. So I went to like 5 different elementary schools. Like through the like I'd go for 6 months this one, 6 months for that one, 6 months here, 6 months there, and it taught me that starting over wasn't a bad thing. If anything, it's kind of I got excited by the thought of being able to start over.
Right.
Oh, I don't like how kids treated me at this school. I want to be different this time or this and that. But it taught me to walk in a room and just know how to fuck with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? My energy is like, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, you put me in a room, like, yo, what's up? I don't have a fear of, I don't second guess who I am. I am who I am. If you don't like who I am, I get that. You don't like the way I sound, the way I talk, the way I act, the way I carry myself, the way I present myself, my thoughts, my feelings. You are entitled not to like me.
Right.
But I'm not going to change
who
any
I am.
of it.
Yes.
I can't.
I love that.
I just can't.
I love that.
Why would I? I just can't.
So,
for
the people that have difficult times with change, do you have any advice? Because we are definitely like in this pandemic, it's a lot of uncertainty going on. What advice would you give to people that just instantly fold when change is amongst us?
Yeah, no, I get it. Like for some people, it's changes.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
A problem. Yeah, it's scary. It's a scary thing. I would say like being open to like change or like something different that you've never done before, or like just do it is my advice. Like we stop ourselves from doing a lot of shit, right? Or trying a lot of shit. For a million, you know, you make, oh, I'm not ready because of this, I'm not ready because of that.
I don't have the money.
Who? Just do it.
Yeah.
You know, just do it. Like, because I feel like any effort, like when you actually put out effort into something, like whatever that goal is, like if it's actual effort and you actually try and you actually go and show up and actually fucking just give yourself a chance, like, yo, try it, Nick, like, go. I'm just telling you, don't make up another excuse, just go do it. You're gonna get something out of it every single time. A lesson, and I know it might sound corny or whatever, but I promise you're gonna get something. Follow a dream, and you might not end up getting that dream, but you're gonna be around the vicinity of that dream. For instance, you wanna be a singer, but you end up a studio producer. You want to be a doctor, but you end up a medical assistant. You want to be a race car driver, but you end up a mechanic. You want to be you want to be
a rapper and end up a job.
Bingo, right?
Yeah.
Me chasing. That's what I tell my brother. Like, you know, me chasing my radio career to a radio station just so I could keep. You know, I took the job but in the back I knew why I was taking it so I could have a place to. And we did get a couple songs played here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, we did all right. Mano y mano. Shout out to Mano y mano, me and my brother.
Okay, I would like to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, we got shit, girl. We got so many songs. We recorded so much shit, but we used to second guess ourselves way too much at times and all that shit, but whatever.
Will you still get on the stage right now? To perform?
To like rap?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, because I don't have the pressure of like having to be good. Like, oh, you gotta be dope as fuck. Like, what? Fuck you. I don't fucking rap. Now, I can rap though. You can drop a beat right now and I got bars.
What?
Like, period.
Okay.
I did it for way too long. Like, it's part of me. Like, I love rapping. Like, if somebody starts rapping and you get me excited, the beat dope enough, I'm gonna spit. I'm gonna start rapping.
Do you believe that rappers need to know how to freestyle?
No, I don't think a rapper has to know how to freestyle. No, I do not. Because does an artist have to know how to use oil paints? What? Why? You're telling me you can't be a good. I can't be a good artist with let's say
like rubber bands.
I say I paint with like with rubber bands, or I paint with dice.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. Does an artist necessarily know how to use oil-based paints? No, right? So then.
Oh, like Kanye don't know how to make shoes, but he know how to design them.
I just don't think having to put that
pressure.
Not even pressure. That predetermination on a rapper. Like, you have to know how to freestyle. Like, wait, so I can't write amazing bars? That's stupid. You see what I'm saying? Now. Shout outs to rappers who can freestyle.
Right.
because I enjoy it. But actual freestyling, where you're going off the top of your brain, let's be serious, because a lot of the bars you hear on the radio shows, that you are not freestyling. Like, you memorize your verses and you spitting them back, and that's dope. Yeah, you might throw some improv in there because you're really good at it, and you might get. I do believe that a rapper can. Like, I also feel like it's warming up a car sometimes. Like, you're in a session and you start off, you at first you might not be hitting them too hard, but then when you start getting loose, it's like when you start getting hot, like the words and like the momentum, you could have moments of freestyleness that you go fucking hard.
Right.
But to do that every night on the spot is not very plausible. It's not. It's not. Even for the best freestylers in the world, you want them to be on point every time they freestyle? Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Not every time. Good luck with that shit. Like, for real. Like, it's tough. That's not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little basic at times. Like, if he's within the rap, every single bar is gonna be like a metaphor. Yeah. Good luck. Like, that's just like that.
What rapper?
So I don't think they don't have to. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
No, and again, you might argue like, nah, man, a true MC should be able to freestyle. I understand that passion.
People say that all the time.
I get it, and I'm not. But I just. Music is art, and art can be anything, cuz. It can, even if you think it's trash.
Yeah.
Even if you think, I could walk in this room and say, this is stupid. All right, and I'm like, this is amazing. Okay?
Thank you.
But, personally, my opinion to say, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? And you could be like, I get it, but it's still your art. This was your creation. No matter what anybody comes in this room and says about the shit, you created
I don't give a fuck.
So if you don't think, 21 Savage is a dope MC, you don't think he got bars, that's fine. You're entitled to say, I don't think he's got really clever flow. It's very simple to me.
Right.
You're entitled to
and
that.
That's cool.
But he is still a successful artist.
Yeah.
He has successfully gained fans and has made money with his art form. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to like that shit. But he has shown that enough people do.
Right.
And that's why he's successful.
Right. And everybody have their different ways of approaching
art.
Different shit, yeah.
It's at the end of the and you know what, I wasn't like this years ago, but I've learned to accept it. Like, it's art. If I grab a pencil right now and go in circles with that pencil, and at one moment I stop,
I'll fuck with that.
and I'll put a fucking laminate on that shit and put it on the wall, guess what that is?
Art.
It's art. And I'm
It's a
presenting
dude that was
it.
selling a banana at the Miami art show.
Like a fucking banana?
A banana.
Not just a regular banana.
No, it was a banana. He just put a banana on canvas and it sold for like $1 million.
It's art.
Right.
So people, we can criticize that kind of shit, but it's still art. So that's what I'm saying. You can criticize music, you can criticize artists, you can have an opinion. You don't have, everybody, you got an opinion nowadays, you're a fucking hater, right? Like, oh, I don't really like that shit. I don't think he can spit or whatever. So try to present it in a nicer way, but I feel like at the end of the day, you should still be allowed to say, hey, I'm not a fan of his flow.
That's it.
I did not say I hope you burn in hell. I don't want you to die. I don't like your art. Like, you can look at a Picasso piece and say, I don't like that visually, right? Now somebody be like, bro, that's Picasso. Like, what the fuck are you saying? I get it, but I don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like Picasso. I don't think I've ever really seen a real Picasso in front of my face. I'm just saying.
Side conversation. Do you think the Migos helped you transition to accepting new? Or who was?
That's a good way of putting it, because there was times, again, being an East Coast boy, I like when No Limit was coming, I fought that. I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, these niggas ain't spitting. I don't like this shit. What the fuck? This is trash. You know what I mean? I'm over here hating on it left and right for no, and now being in the South, having a whole different side of culture, like, influence me and change me and help me grow and open my mind up to different shit. Absolutely appreciate it. Now I've always appreciated what Master P did as a businessman and like what he did.
Genius.
Oh my God! Like, he took $10,000 and made it $250 million. He made more money than Oprah. I can't remember the exact year. It was crazy. I remember the cover of the magazine. Like, he made more money than fucking Oprah that year. It was crazy. Right? That's crazy. And he started with $10,000. Right? But he put out some crazy albums. Like, everybody he knew like his everybody, like all his homies, like everybody. Like
So you wasn't.
I was just like, you know, I was just over here like, man, these niggas they ain't rapping, they ain't spitting, they ain't got no bars. So who was it? I will say Southern rappers that opened my eyes that Southern rappers could spit and should be respected. The first group to ever do that to me was Outkast. I remember my homie was walking down the
The
street.
South got something to say.
Listen, well, it was Southern playing Listed Cadillac Funky Music. It was, I think that's the name of it. Was that the name of the first album?
I don't know.
Let's Google
I was
that.
a baby.
Let's Google that. Just so we I don't want to. But I remember that was the
The
single.
first album of Outkast.
That was first. Outkast first album.
Oh.
I'm over here mad at myself because I can't remember. Too much reading.
Diamond.
I know. The
Here it
big
is.
radio.
Southern, yeah.
What did I say it was?
Yeah.
Southern Player Listed Cadillac
And
Funky
they spelled
Music.
it
all one word.
in one word.
My homies walking down the street listening
When did
to
that
something.
come out? 94. I was 4 years old.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Taking you down history road right now, bro. You better stop that shit.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
stop that. Stop that.
You know, it's just you
good,
won, baby.
good,
You
good.
won.
So
You
he was
won.
listening to it on his headphones, and I'm like, yo, let me see what that is, and I put it on. I remember taking it and putting it on and hearing Dre and Big Boy spit, and I was like, where are these boys from? And he's like, yo, they're from Atlanta. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, Southerners can actually like. I was.
Don't do that.
I know.
But,
I know.
yeah.
I'm just being 100 with you. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously. And then T.I. also.
Oh yeah,
showed me.
T.I. old trap
At
music.
one point, you
Yeah.
know, Jeezy and like other
Yeah.
ones, but you know,
Yeah.
T.I. for sure.
Yes.
Outkast, absolutely. I think Pimp C. When I used to, I'm sorry, Bun B got bars to me. Like his verses were like, I remember like, shout out to Pimp C per se, but I felt like Bun B was more of the lyricist.
He was,
on the
yeah.
songs here and there.
And
so
Pimp was more of a flex.
yeah,
More
he
of
was
a-
like, well, to me, he was
Yeah.
just like, he was the real deal. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't fuck with him.
Right.
But this one can spit too, though. Like
Yeah.
this one's not to be fucked with. This one can spit. He got bars. Like, oh shit. There's a couple other. I mean, you know, and then and then you saw
Have
that.
you
it's a
interviewed
lot of rappers.
anyone?
I've interviewed 2 Chainz. I've interviewed Meek Mills, but Meek Mill is a Philly boy. I've interviewed Kevin Gates. I've interviewed.
I love Kevin Gates.
Me and him have good interviews too, like the ones that I've had with Kevin, because interviews with Kevin sometimes don't go well. I don't know if you've seen that sometimes. Yeah, like he could be a difficult interviewee.
Oh yeah, like don't touch me.
Well, that
Touch
one,
me.
he can
Yeah.
just be, you know, at times. But
He's an Aquarius.
Like
I
short
digress.
answers.
'Cause sometimes artists can be in a bad mood, and you end
Yeah.
up having to interview them, and it just might not go well.
Yeah.
And it's not personal. Like I don't think it's a personal thing. I think sometimes they're just fed up, or they're just tired. They don't want to hear it, or management's like, yo, you got to do this interview, and they're like, I don't want to do it. They're like, but you got to, or whatever. So that happens. But yeah, I've interviewed T.I. several times. You know, I've had my share. I be forgetting, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
do, man. I do.
What was your favorite though?
Kevin Hart.
Oh.
I interviewed. That was fun. Remember Roscoe Dash? Remember Roscoe Dash?
Yeah.
Me and Roscoe had a really. We had a really good interview. It was one of my best interviews with him. It's just he was really cool.
Just a good
Do you
vibe.
think you
It
have
was.
better interviews with up and coming artists or artists that are already established?
Well, you know, it's up and coming artists are usually more open to the interview. Now, a young hood dude who's a young hood dude is a young hood dude. So, like,
That's what it is.
Some of them are tough because, you know, one, they don't like talking.
Yeah.
And they
you
don't
gotta
have
pull it
friends.
Now
out,
you're
yeah.
taking them all over the world to interview
Yeah.
these people. Everybody's in their face like, hey, how old are you? Where you from? Where's your address?
Are you the laws?
Fucking talk. Yeah.
Right.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Right. So
You the fed?
I've
Real
learned
time.
through the years to be easy with
Yeah.
some of them. Let them come in, you know, chill out a little bit. Don't be too friendly. Don't be too, hey, what's going on? I'm a big fan of this.
Let's
You
take a
know,
picture.
like give them a second. Like let
Yeah.
them, you know,
Yeah.
let them maybe get comfortable for a minute. So
Right.
I feel like that works. You know, letting the artist just feel comfortable in the room. You know, don't pretend it because we approach them like we know them because
Yeah,
of
yeah,
their
yeah.
music. And it's to think about it like. yes, you have art, right? But if I walked into this room and like
You start touching my shit and
acted like me,
put your
oh
feet
my
up and
god,
shit.
like, oh yeah, because
be
just
like-
because I like your art, it doesn't
Right.
mean that we're close,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
for some of us,
people already treat me like that. They do. They really do. And I have to get used to it.
right, right.
I'm
You know
still
what I'm saying?
getting used
That's
to
what I'm
it.
saying.
Like Diamond tell me all the time, Bree, people love you. People want to be around you. And I'm like, I'm not really like that. Like, I grew up in South Dallas. It's just
I get it.
different.
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
And I've learned to like give them time sometimes.
Yes.
But newer artists are usually more open to the interview. You know, they need the promo shit like that.
Yeah.
Artists that are already on, I'm not saying they're bad because they're on. So they got a reputation to uphold. They're not going to really do anything crazy. But again, it just, sometimes you could just catch them on a bad day. You know, on both sides. But usually with the newer ones, they're not going to act too crazy because they're new and they're trying to get their shit popping, you know? But good luck trying to get an interview with somebody like Beyonce or Drake. You're not
no,
going to get
they-
one. It doesn't fucking, hey, you and Jay-Z? No.
No,
Fuck, what the fuck
they
you
don't
talking
do.
about?
Yeah.
That's about it. When you become that famous, you don't have to do them anymore.
Yeah, for real.
And you
That's
do them
life.
only with, you know, the
And you're
Oprahs
syndicated
and,
as fuck.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
Charlemagne's and shit like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I get it. You know, we all trying to get there one day.
So let's talk about your CW33 show.
Um,
Because you started
Yeah, I've been
small
doing
with
this.
them too.
Well, yeah, you know, to be honest with you, when I first got on with them about 8-9 years ago, the first thing I did was called The Underground, where I was doing like a 3 to 5 minute segment about up and coming artists. I remember featuring Travis Scott on there when
that's
before
what's
that.
up.
I featured Macklemore on
Okay.
there. That homie Bear, he does a lot of pop music. Bear, I featured on there because I used to like, it was a range of soul. Leon.
Yes.
From I featured Leon on there. So it was my like this underground artist type of segment that ran for a while. But yeah, like you know, that the CW has like
How did you get that
a
connection?
All right, so my man Muhammad from the Daily or one of the local Dallas newspapers. I don't know if
Dallas Observer?
I don't know if it was the Observer or the other one. It might be another one. Anyway, so during my local Raising the Bar segment that I used to have when I was the night show on 97.9 The Beat, I used to have a Raising the Bar every Wednesday night. Artists came in, we did a video interview, and I played your song at like 11:30 before the show ended. Muhammad came with this artist, and he was working for, let's say, I don't know if it was the Observer, but it was one of those local newspapers, and it might have been the Observer. And he says, "Hey, I gotta," because we meet, we catered off in the studio. Again, I'm a people person, right? I'm good. So he's like, "Man, listen, tomorrow I got an interview with the CW about this thing. I think they'd love to meet you." And I was like, I think they would. Let's fucking go, you know? So I went to the meeting, met the people, used my charm. Next week I was recording. You know,
Yes,
boom.
no.
So that's how my relationship started with them. And then that place has, as far as like faculty, it's turned over a couple times.
Yes,
you know
it
what I'm
has.
saying? But through all that, I have sustained. Every time new people came in, when I was showed or whatever, we used to do stuff. Oh, bring him back. Oh, bring him back. Oh, bring him back. Oh, bring him back. Every time. So
That's dope.
9 years of TV with CW, and not until now where I'm doing the most latest is the entertainment news with JKRUZ every Wednesday at 10. Sponsored by JustGotHit.com.
And you have a relationship with them.
That's my squad.
Right.
That's my team.
So
Justin,
the importance of building
Gazi.
relationships and maintaining those relationships are very important to you.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. You
Yeah.
know, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not the greatest person sometimes with like keeping up with relationships, like maintaining conversations, calling people, like a lot of celebrities that I meet, and like we might hit it off and shit, but like actually like keeping conversations going with them, I'm not good at that shit.
Right.
I don't, too selfish or high, whatever it is, like for me to like, we had a moment, it was great,
But you got a lot of shit going. So.
yeah, and I'm also not a person that is constantly worried about my success.
Right.
I like to just chill. Sometimes just be lazy. Like people are like, yo man, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I'm like, that's too much. That's too much, cuz I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be busy all the time.
Right.
And I get it. You might be like, well, that's why you ain't a millionaire. Okay. But I think I've been doing pretty well with this nonchalant attitude about it, and I feel
I think so too.
It just
You
gets,
know what?
know,
I just adapted
like
the attitude.
Yeah, I feel like I outlast the people that shortly might outshine me for a minute.
Right.
I end up outlasting them, where my shine lasts longer
Right.
than your short burst of.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're like.
But again, I'm also not like, consumed by that. I'm not worried about who's more successful.
What is important to you?
Obviously, family, wifey.
How long you been married?
I'm not,
Oh.
but we've been together 15 years,
Okay.
3 kids,
Yeah.
so we married.
You married? You
But
married?
I'm just, yeah. And I call her wifey. I present her as a wife, but we just never actually got married. But we got that marriage bond.
Right.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Already. So family, obviously, and then purpose, like having I love my career because it gives me, my main purpose is children give you the biggest purpose, I feel like, in life. Like once you have a child, you have a reason to live. Like, and I know I'm not, you literally do. Like,
Yeah.
hey, why do you do what you do? Because I have children.
Right.
Period. Because
Right.
I need to provide for them, and that's enough. That's enough of a reason to get up in the morning and get motivated.
Right.
I got to do this for them. Period. So my career is important to me, because it gives me something to strive for.
It gives you purpose and
Yeah, not necessarily-
you're able to provide.
And not just money, which is cool, but it's
Right.
not just about the money. It gives me,
Peace.
yes, because I'm doing something. Like,
Right.
our time here is short, so I want to do something while I'm here.
Right.
So I entertain, and I love that, being able to entertain.
I think it's dope how you have also adapted to becoming very familiar to TikTok.
Yeah, no, I
So you keeping up with the youngins.
to a certain extent, I do,
Right.
but I do it on my own pace too, because
Right.
I've read the articles of like what you need to do to get like sick, like to really grow, and the dedication it takes
Yeah,
to
you
like
don't
really.
fuck that.
I'm not doing it. I get on there when I want to, have some fun on there when I
Yeah.
want to, play whatever fucking song behind it that I want to. I don't care if this one's trending. I'm not using it.
Right.
I know sometimes I will just because it is. I'm not, but I'm just not. I'm doing it without any pressure of having to do it. I'm like, well, let me fuck around. Like I got another one set up for this outfit. The dude sent me like 3 hoodies and sweatshirts, sweat outfits. So I'm gonna shoot a video for his shit.
I want you to link up with a designer that I have in mind.
Yeah, girl, come
Yeah,
on.
I think it would be dope.
I need some backdrop. I need some different places to do it too.
Hey, we
This
got
is
a
the place to
studio.
do it.
Just come through.
I think they could work.
Just
here.
come through. Yeah, you can work here. For real.
No,
I'm
for
serious.
real.
Alright.
But I need you to teach me how to do the transitions.
Yeah, no, I can show you.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Okay.
It's not.
So, do you have any advice, any sound advice for inspiring radio personalities that are inspired by your movement, your journey, and what you have done?
You know what? I'll say like, even if it's not just radio, if it's like podcast, if it's trying to start your own show like you do, you know what I'm saying? If it's any person out there who feels like they're a personality and they can entertain people, right? With that personality, because that's what I do. I get paid to be me. Like at the end of the day, that's how I feel like it is. Like I get paid to be me, which is a really dope fucking thing.
Yes, it is.
Again, I smoke a lot of weed. I don't need a serious ass fucking job. I can't be no fucking lawyer. And again, I'm just kidding. But if I had to, I would do whatever I would have to. But it allows me to just be me and use my personality to make a living. So I like that. But my advice would be use all these platforms that are out here, right? These free platforms. Record yourself. Get on the mic. Get recording, right? Hear how you actually sound. Produce a little 3-minute talk segment. Do the news. Get in front of your own camera. Set it up and do something. Like read a script. Actually indulge in the art of it before you label yourself it.
Okay.
Right? Oh yeah. I'm a this person. I do interviews or I do this, I do that. Like, it's fine, but actually like learn what the foundation of it might be, or like what an air check is, not to you personally, but like oh, I want to be a radio personality. I go, okay, you know what an air check is, and they say, I don't know what that is. You obviously have not indulged at all in reading up on
Study your craft.
what it is to
Yeah.
be a radio personality, or
Right.
how do you get a job as a radio personality? What do you need to be? Like, Google is an amazing fucking tool.
No, it really is.
It really is the kind of information.
I tell
that you
people
can
all the time,
grab.
do not allow your smartphone to be smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tool.
It is. It's a tool, and use that shit. You know.
Right.
So I would say whatever your dream is, newscaster, sportscaster, this, that, like start being that personality. John McCrae here with the sports. What happened last week? Oh, the fucking rant. Like, become that personality if you want to be a sportscaster. If you want to be a news, hey, this is Jen Jen, man. Here at the corner of da-da-da-da-da, we have a shooting at da-da-da-da with pops. You know what I'm saying? Find that, like, practice it. Be it if you want to be a writer, start writing, you author, this and that. But also do your homework. Google what it takes, what you need, things that you can do, and go for it. At the end of the day, you gotta go. Just fucking go for it.
Be consistent too.
Yeah, that consistency for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
no matter what.
Yeah, like being wishy-washy isn't gonna get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know, or try or set, like, I know this is cliche, but the set goals, like smaller goals. Don't try to go from here to here, like, and then accomplish that goal, and then like every time. But don't stop until that goal is accomplished. Then move on to the next one. But you gotta first accomplish this one.
Right.
It's tough. It's
Right.
tough. I get it. Life's tough too. Like, chasing dreams is tough.
Yeah,
I can't-
but it's worth it though. You a prime example. It's worth it. I'm a prime example. It's worth it.
It is.
So tell the people how they can keep up with you and watch your TV shows and listen to you on the radio.
So CW33 Entertainment News with JKRUZ comes on every day at around 10:15, 10:20.
AM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Obviously, DD in the mornings, Monday through Friday. K104 syndicated show. You can follow me on all social media. JKRUZ on there. That's JKRUZ on there. JKRUZ on there. And on TikTok, it's J_Cruz.
He popping.
I
If
couldn't
you got
put
any
J. Cruz on there,
fashions,
yeah.
you a designer. You got any fashions, this man know how to make your shit.
I'll
Look.
make you a dope
It look
outfit
real nice.
transition video,
And
but
I'm not lying.
you gotta send me a decent package. You
Right.
can't just send me 2 shirts and expect me to do a
And some
video
socks.
for it.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta turn up. Cause he gonna turn up on the promo.
That's
I
what I'm
promise
saying.
you.
I'm working on one right now. I'm trying to come up with it. I might have to do it in these studios.
Nah, for real. Okay, but thank you guys so much for watching the Bring More Productions YouTube channel. You make sure you leave a comment below. If you are inspiring radio personality, just leave some questions below for JKRUZ. I just spin them over to
Or
him.
just a personality.
Or just a personality.
Yeah, just a personality.
If you
Because
are interested in anything that
broadcast,
sparks your
broadcast, TV,
platform, your
yes,
personality.
Absolutely. And I'm sorry I did that. It's just because I feel like radio.
you don't want people to limit themselves.
Yeah, and radio's it's growing smaller as far as like the use of it. You know what I'm saying?
Same,
No, I don't. I feel like it'll always be there, but it doesn't hold the same amount of choices or power that it used to, right? So I feel like a lot of younger people are thinking more outside the box and not necessarily ready to like, should I can start my own show?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of things that I've learned in radio, some of the things that I have as a broadcaster are things that you could take to a podcast or to anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
you
feel
could
like-
definitely go
So
in.
that's why I feel like I could give them advice on that.
Yeah, because you definitely done took over my situation.
I was just trying to clarify it now. That's all.
But thank you guys so much for watching. I am very appreciative of y'all watching.
I've been doing
Until
too
next time, stay dangerous. Peace.